from each one of you by the end of this week with all the homework answers listed. Got it? Each one of you is to send me the homework answers. डंडा पड़ेगा नहीं तो सपनों में आके मारती है. अभी तक होमवर्क नहीं आया आंसर अभी भेजो. नींद ही नहीं होगी रात को. बता दो. सपनों में मारना सपनों में भेजेंगे. Don't wait up for homework. Everybody should be in some bhava. Okay, yes, I will send it. Read it for it. We don't want to Anushasana is very important. So you see, when something priyam happens, pleasant happens in your life, is your graph going super high? Just observe. Witness ki tarah observe. Apriyam hota hai to does your graph go down? Is this happening? Just observe as a witness and write down. The answer to your homework will be, yes, I observed it during this particular incident, this particular event. Just write it down. It's like a mental note to yourself. Yeah, like writing a diary in which you observe something about yourself. It's your self-observations. Yeah. So in priyam and apriyam, do I keep tipping over to one side or the other side? Or I'm maintaining samatha or equanimity. What is happening to me? When do I lose equanimity? When I choose a side. We spoke about choice, no? Before lunch. Choice is always out of raga or dvesha. Prashanjit came and asked me a question. Can I share? He asked me a very nice question. He's 3 years old now. So, fatherhood thing, I have to do something for my child. So, how do I distinguish where my, karma phalam I'm thinking about? My child should do this, this should become, this should happen. I want to provide, I want to be a good provider, but at the same time, I don't want to be stuck in karma phalam. To maintain that balance is tough, no? Because you want to do this, you want to give your child this, you want to give your child that, but then you tip over to the karma phalam side. Yeah? The result of action you start thinking about. Yeah? So, the answer is focus on the kritya, the action. The force of nature is pulling you into that state of fatherhood. Yes? And force of nature has pulled you into the state of fatherhood. The force of nature is also giving you that love for the child, that protectiveness for a little baby, to take care of the baby, to do the best. You do your best. That is the force of nature. Force of nature does not say, oh, now this should be the end result. Maybe should go to Harvard.
मेरा बेटा इंजीनियर बनेगा.
इंजीनियर बनेगा. या डॉक्टर बनेगा. दो ही चीजें होती है इंडिया में. कर्म फलम. मेरा बेटा हार्वर्ड जाएगा. This is one karma phalam. In US we have.
Yes, thinking about karma phalam for somebody else equally bad as thinking about karma phalam for yourself. That's what I don't think.
Impression तो बना है. Impression मेरे consciousness में बनता है. वो तो अभी 3 years का baby है.
You don't see imposing our desires on that.
First,
so it's our phalam is what we are looking for, not the
child.
Yeah,
and the child wants something else completely.
Perfect. Child wants to become a painter, but you want your child to be a doctor. Nahi, he wants to be a painter. You see? So, karma phalam.
Okay, as a parent, most parents do that without thinking about. They do that like effortlessly, not thinking about any benefit for themselves or even for the kid for that matter. I think most parents are like that.
You do your best. Focus on the kritya, the action.
Yeah.
Don't attach an end result. He must go to Harvard only. I didn't get into Harvard, he should get into Harvard. फिर कर्म फलम हो गया. आप कॉलेज फंड के लिए इकट्ठा करो. That is your job. जितना हो सकता है.
Don't impose.
Impose मत करो. बहुत अच्छे.
No, but that's like any action you are thinking of the results. When you are doing the action, whichever action is there.
Exactly, that's the matrix. That's the Maya. You have to cut that off.
I mean, that's
the feverishness. That's the attachment to the action. Do the action, pure action. Cut off that karma. Very appropriate example. Good, it helps everybody. So, in this situation, drop this raga dvesha. He should do this, or my child should become this, or should not do this. ये भी होता है. Hope my child doesn't become like this. Karma phalam. Choice. Drop. Focus on the action. Be done with it. Get moksha. Whatever happens is his or her karma. Yeah? Choicelessness is freedom.
See, unless you imagine or think about what is good or what is bad for the kid, how would you design what the kid?
Imagine की जरूरत ही नहीं है. Your dharma will tell you what is good. As a father, you are never going to educate your child become a terrorist. You know you are not going to do it. Nobody is going to do it. पता है, dharma पता है, truth पता है. जो नेचर के फोर्स से स्वभाव से आ रहा है उससे आने दो. ऑटोमेटिक आएगा.
So the right way is spontaneous.
Yes.
Also, there are so many things in this. The karma of the child is also.
Correct.
So it's not in your hands. You may want anything, but it's not necessary that.
Yeah, your want creates your karma phalam, not the other person. Even if it is the want for the other person.
So can it affect the other person?
The pressure affects. Your child feels pressured. Your child feels oppressed by your wishes and demands, and it affects him finally. Mental conditioning is what? Yeah. Yeah. How did you feel if somebody had imposed their things when you were little, when you had a young mind, you're still trying to find yourself, you're lost over there, and somebody is imposing their ideas on you. You may or may not have been in that situation when you were younger, but if you were, how would you feel? See the same situation. Put yourself in the child's shoes. Action is important. Drop the karma phala. Drop what I want my child to do.
Guidance is good, but don't snatch child's independence.
Perfect. Auntie, this nice punchline.
And nowadays there's so many avenues. I mean, there are aptitude tests and career guidance things, and there's so many ways in which you can find out what your child is best at, what their aptitude is. So here it was, even the options were limited, at least for folks back from India. But now everywhere there is something that you can do.
Yeah. So there's ways for the child to find his path. You just help him walk. Stop being his stick. Be the Krishna. Yeah. Just guide. When you are his stick, he's very dependent on you. And then just run away from that stick. You've seen that. Yeah. They just don't want to see you anymore. That also happens.
They always give you a chance. They will always come to you and ask if you have been, like when they start growing up, when they start taking those decisions on their own, like you were saying, they always give you a chance of understanding. And that is the test that I guess parents have when they have to build that relationship with their kids. You just tell them enough. You can't tell them wrong. And that's the chance when if you build that relationship and that chance, then that's it for life. They will not they'll always come to you. You'll always get that energy and spontaneity to have. They'll always come to you.
True. So bottom line, don't tip over to your own raga or dvesha. Raga or dvesha is choice. Choicelessness. Be in choicelessness. Yeah, the force of nature is just taking me towards this action which is good for my child. Let me do that action 100%. After that, I let go. Hands up. Done. Choicelessness. Now whatever happens, happens. I've done my 100% best.
And force a child to do certain things. We can try.
That's it. Yeah. Educate. After that, drop. You cannot go pushing the child. Got it? Choicelessness is the way here. Not tipping over to Priyam, not tipping over to Apriyam. Walk on that golden middle path. It's like walking on the rope.
And again, it's a symptom, right? I mean, once you're there, then it will automatically happen.
So the key is basically be a sakshi. Sit on the fence. Don't take sides of raga or dvesha that arise in your mind. And take this as a homework for anything that arises in your mind. Are you a sakshi? Just sit on the fence. Don't give it to the raga, which is saying, do this, and don't give it to the dvesha or run away from this. Throw down your homework, huh? When choices come in life, yeah, I don't tip over to raga nor dvesha. I sit on the fence, observe, burn through it. It's going to burn you. Go through that burning and breaking. Don't tip over to one side or the other. Choicelessness is freedom. The moment you pick something, either the raga or dvesha, you are stuck, you are bound. Homework got? Yeah? Sit on the fence. Choicelessness is freedom. 5-21. Bahyasparsheshva asaktatma Vindatmani yat sukham Sabrahma yoga yuktatma Sukham akshayam ashnute Bahya, outside. Sparsheshva, outside contact or external contact, which is people, situations or things. Yeah? Bahya Sparsheshva, asaktatma, unattached. Sakti is attachment, asakti. Yeah? So, unattached to the external contacts, that Atma, that self. Vindatya Atmani. Yat Sukham. That Atma finds that Sukham, that peace. Sa Brahma Yoga Yuktatma. Being self-engaged in the Brahman. Sukham Akshayam Ashnute. He attains endless, unceasing happiness. Unceasing, unending happiness. Sukham Akshay Ashnute. Akshay, what is the meaning of Akshay? जिसका क्षय नहीं हो सकता. क्षय means death नहीं हो सकता. Akshay, unending, unceasing, endless. Got it? This is like a repetition. Till the time I'm lost in the external contacts of people, situations and things, there is Dukha. The moment I drop this attachment, I can be established in the Brahman and I get an endless happiness. 5-22. ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
ये हि संस्पर्शजा भोगा
दुःखायोनय एव तु
दुःखयोनय एव ते
आद्यन्तावन्त कौन्तेय
आद्यन्तावन्त कौन्तेय
न तेषु रमते बुधा.
तेषु रमते बुधा.
Continuation of the previous one. Ye hi sam sparshaja bhoga. Sparsh again, contact, bhog, the joy that is born out of contact. Dukkha yunaya evata. All those are generators of dukkha, of pain. Whether it is a person, whether it is a situation, or whether it is a thing. Look back in your life, whatever gave you pleasure, any external contact, later on gave you pain. I didn't even have to explain it, but last you explained it.
It goes back to that point you were saying earlier, because we're always looking for something that's so internal. That no matter what we get externally, it's never good enough.
Yeah. You never should. Yeah.
We think it satiates us, but it doesn't.
Yeah. Perfect. It'll never fill that hole which is there inside. Until the time it does not fill the hole, there will always be this feeling of incompletion. Something is missing, something is lacking. That is dukkha. And who do you blame it on? Just the previous external contact. Whether it is Supu, or it is the house, or it is Chicago.
It all comes down to Supu.
So you understood Bhogna? Bhogna is to get lost in the external contact and enjoy, and try to look for your enjoyment, your peace there. That's the wrong place. You're running in the wrong direction. You have to drop this wrong direction, because it is only the generator of pain. You're filling your cup with the wrong thing. Coffee doesn't work for you. You're filling your cup with coffee again and again and again. But coffee doesn't work for you. Yeah? It is going to give you headache, stomach ache, whatever ache. It's only pain. Next line. Adhyant Vantaha Kaunteya. He's Kunti's son, no? Arjuna. So he calls him Kaunteya. Adhyasvanta Kaunteya means they don't have Adhya and Anta. So they fuse the two words, Adhya and Anta. Adhya is beginning, Anta end. There is no beginning and there is no end. To what?
Sufferings.
These external bhogas, the bhog that we are talking about. There is no end to this Maya. Have you realized? Yeah. The mind will run after money. He gets satiated with the money, he will start running after relationship. He gets satiated with the relationship, he will find something else. It's always something else that you do not have. That even if you have $1 million house and you have, I don't know, $1 million car, okay? Whatever. Okay, $1 million car hai, $1 million वाले बच्चे हैं, $1 million वाली family है, सब कुछ है. But still there is something I don't have. That will always be there. Yeah. So Bhoga, रुकमनी चाहिए अब दावरी It does not have a beginning and it doesn't have an end. Bhogas are there. Nateshu Ramate Buddha. The wise one does not rejoice in it. Ram Jana. Very beautiful. And it reminds you of rum, but it is not that rum. But rum does the same thing. Ram jate ho. वैसे ही भोग में रम जाते हो. Like that only in external contact you become lost. Yeah, those who know only English, did you lose me? You got the rum? He got the rum, but at home. So you get like lost. You are the same now. Yeah, so the external enjoyment is endless, Ganteya. The wise one does not get lost in the external context. That's the meaning. Why he doesn't get lost in it? Because he recognizes it's only Maya. It's an illusion, magician's trick on the stage. It's not real.
I think the problem could be because everyone expects to be in a state of joy, which is almost in the form of a verb. It's a verb, being in a state. And that always is going to be a disappointment because at that time, it's never going to be permanent. So you always want to maintain that being in a verb, but the inherent essence of it is ephemeral.
Perfect. Very nice. Great. Recognizing that you yourself are what you're looking for. You're actually just looking to meet yourself. You haven't met yourself.
Yes, ma'am. Have you already given us, probably have you already given us a definition of the love that you were talking about? And if it is definable, there's this line, so if you're defining love in a relationship sense, say the problem is that everyone has a different definition of love. But the one that you may be able to agree on is that love is when you were willing to die for somebody that you yourself want to kill. That is a 1D love, right? That's one-dimensional love. So tell us about your 360.
The 361 is, it is this existence. This existence is love. Just being is love. Yeah, this between family members, this is just a little shadow of that entire existence. It's like you've taken 1 cup of water, or actually just 1 spoon of water from the ocean. And you think this little 1 spoon of water is it. That is what you are calling love. But I'm saying, oh, the entire ocean is love. But you want to stick to that 1 little drop in that spoon. That is the difference, really. The entire existence is love. This is love. When you go into meditation and experience that absolute stillness, that is love. Love is your existence. We are all made up of that stuff called love. What is the pool of consciousness? The pool of love. It's like a magnet that broke away at the beginning. And all those little pieces are looking to come back and unite with what we were all together.
So love, if the love is not an emotion, it is a state, but this, when you're talking about states, I mean, what else, is there anything else in that category, or does it have an opposite? You just understand the scope that you're talking about.
No, there is no outside of it. No outside of it. Like a fish cannot exist without the water, we cannot exist without it. We cannot go outside it. It doesn't exist. The outside doesn't exist. So the opposite of that doesn't exist. That's why it is so difficult for us to understand, because it is beyond the realm of the intellect. Beyond the point I can't describe it. Words fail. Right? Beyond the point I can't say much. Why? Because it is beyond the realm of intellect. It has to be experienced.
The reason for everything is love.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Interstellar's done it's a real great job to bring you closest to the truth. It's the best, I think, effort of mankind to bring you closest to the truth. I don't think there's another movie out there that has come so close. Inception comes close to making you understand Maya. But Interstellar comes close to making you understand Brahman consciousness.
So this guy, Christopher Nolan, he made two movies. Both were made by the same guy, Inception and so is he getting these from? He never gives the credit to the scriptures or anything, but the concept
is from the scripture.
Is there.
Yeah. 5-23. Shaknoti eva yasoram Raksharira vimokshanat Kama krodhadbhavam vegam Sayukta sasukhi nara Shaknoti eva yaksoro. He is able to withstand. He who is able to withstand. Prak sharira vimokshanat. Sharir is this body. Prak is before. Vimokshanat. Before liberation from the body, or before leaving the body. One who is able to withstand Prak sharira vimokshanat. Before leaving the body. Kama krodho bhavam vegam. Kam, desire. Krodh, anger. Bhavam, bhava is emotion. Emotion of anger or desire. Have a vegam. Vegam is an impulse. The impulse of anger and desire. Sayukta sasukhi nara. He is a yukta. Remember yukta? The one who is united or established. And he is sukhi. Happy, peaceful. So who is peaceful? Who can let go of kama and krodha before leaving the body. Very important. Yeah? In this janma. You can't say, oh, I'm going to take many lifetimes. Not allowed. You might be a mosquito in the next lifetime. No chance. Even of realizing your karma and krodha. Yeah? So drop next lifetime. This lifetime I have to do it. Now. Yeah? Both kama and krodha. Kama is desire, not just sex. Yeah? Any desire, I want to do this, I don't want to do this, I like this, I don't like this. Any raga dvesha is kama. Any thought in the mind is actually kama. A thought will not arise in your mind if you are nishkam. Yes? So in this body you have to let go. He's telling you here, if you don't do it in this human life, then what will happen? Mahati vinashti. Biggest disaster. Same thing from Ishavasya Upanishad. Mahati vinashti. This is the greatest disaster if you let go of this human life. This is your only chance. So what? Kama and Krodha. And they linked this. We had done this in chapter 2. I have a desire to attain something. Yeah, I keep looking at it, but I'm not able to attain it. When I'm not able to attain it, and that inside that raga is boiling and I want it, what starts happening? Krodha. Krodha is born out of kama. That's it. Because I want to attain it, and not able to attain it. Yeah? So that leads to Krodha. Recognize this, they are interlinked. One leads to the other. Yes? Not just karma of attaining money or the love of a friend or something, but even in sex this happens. Yeah? When it is unfulfilled, it generates anger within you. And there is this underlying current of anger which is always there. You think, oh, I just got angry once. You cannot get angry once and not have an underlying current of anger constantly there. That once is just a volcano. And you couldn't really keep it under control. Then the mashi was lost. You seen this? Observe yourself. Do you have an underlying current of krodha and tama? Somewhere deep within you. Recognize it. You say, oh, I just got angry once this last week. But why did you get angry that once also? It has to be something, building. Suddenly it was out of control. Like a volcano. So the building was happening somewhere underneath that carpet. Have you realized this? You cannot say, I got angry only in that moment. Excuse of the mind. There's something underneath that you are hiding. You're hiding it from yourself actually. It's not about the other person here. You find out what is that underlying current. Krodha always has a karma behind it. So first recognize the underlying current of Krodha and then link it to whatever the karma is. Find what is that karma. Homework number 6.
He's going way beyond pride. Because pride just stopped at that point. He just gave it as a problem statement. This is going way beyond pride. Pride defined everything as like calm being the root of everything that drives us. He's kind of going way
He's saying
beyond.
there is an underlying current constantly there. You cannot suddenly have a desire. Sudden आया कहाँ से? Something was building, no?
You cannot blame the triggers only. You have to blame the subscription.
Perfect. Don't blame, find out what it is. Yeah? Forget the blaming part. Find out what is that underlying current in me. Everybody will have something. It is some karma, I'll tell you that. Hint, it is a karma. It has to be a karma. It is the desire. 5-24. You wrote down the homework? Yo anto sukho antara Rama.
Yo anto sukho antara Rama.
तथा अंतर्ज्योतिर एवया सयोगी ब्रह्म निर्वाणम ब्रह्म भूत अधिगच्छति यो अंत सुख अंत सुख happiness or peaceful. Yeah? Who's inside or ever happy within, rejoices within. Antarama, within his inner environment is peaceful. Tatha means and, or also. Antarjyotir evaya, he is illumined from within. What does it mean? Having a light within or being illumined from within? Is there some light? Neon light together there. Neon light, no? With a nice light today.
Pure.
It's all pure. That inner light is that Purusha. Yeah? And who's always established in that Purusha. Whatever is going on in the external environment is going on, but he is established. So, he is illumined from within. He's not looking for joy outside. From within, the joy emanates outwards. The light from within comes out. Sa yogi, Brahma Nirvana. Such a yogi attains Brahma Nirvana, freedom, absolute freedom, or moksha. Moksha from what are we talking? Cycle of birth and death. Never forget this. This is the most important. Yeah? Brahma bhuto adhigacchati. He goes towards the Brahman. Ask yourself this question really. Are you still looking for things outside? Are you looking for love outside? Are you looking for jnana outside? You're only going to find words. Are you looking for jnana here in these knowledge sessions? All you're going to get is words. It's not jnana. Yeah? It has to be inside. To come from Swabhava. Yeah? The external guru, the external scripture, external knowledge is just a trigger for you to recognize, oh, I'm looking the wrong direction. Direction is here. Has your direction changed? Or are you still going this way? Check. Check inside. 5-25. Labhante Brahma Nirvana. Rishaya Sheena Kalmasha. Sheena Dvaigayatatmana. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rata. Labhante Brahma Nirvana. They attain moksha or enlightenment or Brahma Nirvana. Rishaya. Those rishis. Sheena Kalmasha. Who destroy their kalmasha is all the sins or demerits of the past. How do you destroy it? Again, this is poetic license. You cannot take a sword and destroy all your sanchita. Yeah? But you don't react when a particular sanchita marble comes rolling in your direction. You dodge the raga dvesha. Just sit on the fence. Observe it. Be a sakshi. Be a catalyst. So many things he's told you. Attain to samatha. Different techniques. Sheena dvaidha yatatmana. Dvaidha is duality, dvaita. All dualities are sheen, torn or killed, broken away. Yatatmana, that atma. That atma which is within, established within. Yatatmana. That one is established within. Sarva Bhuta Hite Rata. He just thinks for the hit of other people. What is hit?
Benefit.
Welfare. Benefit of everybody. Whenever you even think for somebody you dislike, that I hope something bad happens to her or him. You connect a demerit. It's an impression in your consciousness. The path. So next time such a thought also, comes up, drop it. The pillow talking. Let go. Don't encourage. Don't add fuel to the fire. Yeah? Let go. This is path. This is what really dukkha is. Always think about the welfare of another person. Even if that person has done something bad to you, said bad things to you, have compassion. He or she might be suffering. he or she has some raga dvesha. That is why he or she said this to me. Let go, have compassion. When you work out of compassion, you don't collect karma. We are not talking about the other person. The other person does not matter. Yes? Always think for the benefit of the other person. Always. And it doesn't matter if the other person comes and does anything wrong, but I will not collect back karma. You cannot have a control on my karma back. You become so strong. Can you do that? Yes? You made a list of the people you hate or dislike or them. After you made that list, please write there. You cannot control my karma back. There's one little hatred, one little feeling, emotion of annoyance or dislike or distaste towards that person creates an impression in my karma back. One more impression. What am I doing? Let go, drop. Always think for the benefit of others. And then you will say, oh, but there's so much dukkha in my life. It's okay. I tell you the best way to get out of your dukkha, go out there and do something good for somebody else. You automatically start smiling. The joy from within will, and you forget that dukkha. And the easiest way to be depressed, sit in the house, don't do anything good about anybody, and just keep cursing the whole world. You are bound to get depressed. 100% you are going to a psychiatrist. Yeah. Best way to get depressed is to say bad to others. Think bad about others. And the best way to become joyous is to go out there and help somebody. Even when you are down in the dumps, especially when you are down in the dumps. How can I help you? How can I be there for you? When you have that, the joy, you are the fountain of joy. Everybody wants to soak in your fountain. You are no more at the receiving end. You are at the giving end. Where do you want to be? You want to soak in another person's fountain or you want to be the fountain? You want to be the fountain? Drop this I, big disease. Think about you. How can I go and help you? Yeah. Very beautiful shloka. That's the best. That's the best way the rishis have really taken to. The sages or rishis, their sins have been destroyed and they have attained moksha or liberation. Yeah? By wiping out their karma, by just doing for the benefit of others. 5-26. काम क्रोध वियुक्तानां यतीनां यतिचेतसाम् अभीतो ब्रह्मा निर्वाणम् वर्तन्ते विदितात्मनम् काम क्रोध, desire and anger, viyuktanam, those who are free from it. Yatinam, yat chetasam, those who have controlled their mind and senses. Avito Brahma Nirvanam. Brahma Nirvanam, absolute freedom, or moksha or liberation. Avito exists on all sides. It's poetic. As in, he's always free. Vartate vidit atmanam. Vidit atmanam, for such an atma, such a wise one. Vartate. It keeps growing. It's always there. So basically, What is the door to moksha? Freedom from Kama and Krodha. How do you control your mind and senses? How do I control my Kama Krodha?
Basically only Kama is saying that
Leads to Krodha. So first of all, find, we go the other way down, no? So we already spoke 2 shlokas ago. Find the underlying current of your Krodha. Yeah, I got angry this week. That was a volcano, but that means there's an underlying current of this anger. Where is this coming from? It is linked to an underlying karma. Find that underlying karma. Identifying that is very important. Very, very important. Once you identify that karma krodha, then you can drop it. Drop the raga or the dvesha. It can either be a raga or a dvesha. It's not always a dvesha. I want this, I want this. Where's my Bhagwad? I want this. I want this, whatever this is. That beautiful girl, handsome guy, whatever house, $1 million. I want this, I want this, I want this. Raga, no? I didn't get the raga, so I'm angry. So raga led to krodha. Yeah? This person did not do what I want. I want the desire. This person did not do what I want. So there is krodha. Got it? Raga and dvesha both can be there under your krodha. Lying quietly underneath. Figure that out. I've already given you that homework, right? It is like a repetition. That is the door to moksha. And many rishis have attained it. That's what this particular shloka says. Let me give you one more example. Have you been to a rural village in India? Have you seen a well in your life? The well is always full with water.
Yes.
Then it is in a good place. There is water in that town. There is no drought. It's always full of water. When I pull the bucket out full of water, can I say only at that point of time there is water and the rest of the point of time there is no water? You do the same thing. I just got angry once this week. How did you get angry? नीचे था. तो जरी बात पानी था. Well is full of water. Underlying krodha. If you dig deep into that well, there is an underlying karma.
So how do you get it?
Only you can go in. I cannot go inside Venkat. Venkat has to go inside Venkat.
Now those slokas hai.
I know. I already know. The last 2 shlokas we have already done. What is the last 2 shlokas really? The gap, the Agnya Chakra, and the external contact. Got it? That is what it is. So you've actually practiced it. I didn't want to give it to you at the last moment and then give you homework to practice. You would not practice at all.
You know people. So what I've drawn is like, think of a volcano, lava coming out. That's an anger instance. And you've seen this diagram in geology, right? So below that is this well of krodha, a magma that is flowing, which is below that is the well of dvesha. Below that is the well of raga. Ultimately, it all goes down to love.
Wow. You summarized it so beautifully, no? Yeah. Actually, we are only looking for that love. Yeah. For uniting with that pool of consciousness that I came out from.
How do you substitute that Buddha and Vishnu and Dragon up in lava? Love can
It's
also.
okay for a little lack of stuff.
You go analyze. Yeah, you recognize why this anger is Analyze, go within, self-contemplation. This is self-inquiry. Yeah, you keep asking me, what is Vasishtha talking about? What is self-inquiry? This is self-inquiry. I go within, I look at my krodha, I identify what is my krodha, what is leading to that krodha, what is hidden under it. Is it some raga, some dvesha? Yeah, that I have a raga dvesha. Finally, the raga dvesha is why? Because of that emptiness that I'm feeling, which means the emptiness. And that emptiness is why? Because I broke out from that Brahmana consciousness to I want to go back. I am that love. So your biggest homework from Bhagwad Gita chapter 5. Yeah? Recognize the krodha, recognize the underlying kama, and go to the bottom, absolute bottom line. Really, why is this thirst even there in me? Why is this desire for perfection? Vimana, no? Keep everything in the right place. Keep everything in the right place. Why are shoes lying here? Why are you doing this? Why do I have this love for perfection? Why do I have this dvesha if somebody throws things around? Yeah? Recognize it. Underlying current of some raga or dvesha is there inside me. And really analyze that also. It is nothing. I am just looking for that love, uniting with that Brahman consciousness. My Purusha is thirsty. This is called the thirst of the soul. The restlessness of the soul is only because of this. There is no other restlessness, really. The restlessness of the soul leads to the restlessness of the subtle body. And that restlessness of the subtle body exhibits as a physical realm of existence. Yes?
Shouldn't there be raga, dvesha, krodha, and there should also be fear, right?
Yeah. Dvesha may fear also, abhinivesha. You can write
Raga
it.
and dvesha causes fear and not insecurity.
Absolutely.
Fear.
Yes, you can put fear also. Abhinivesha is the Sanskrit word. We did it in Patanjali. Remember? So you recognize this is your biggest homework. Number 7, huh? Homework number 7. You recognize, unless you do a little bit of self-introspection or self-contemplation, you will not get this. Not possible. So, Krishna is very smart. He gives you knowledge and then he gives you technique. This is the knowledge. The knowledge has to be applied, not just listened to. Yeah? Just by listening to knowledge, it's not going to happen. You apply this, do this analysis. Go with it. And now the next 2 shlokas is the technique that we did. The gap. Okay? Both together are required. You keep observing the gap. He says, when you observe the gap with the focus on the Ajna Chakra, cutting out all ragas and dveshas. Ragas and dveshas I cut out only if I've done this analysis. Otherwise, how will I cut out? Got it? So right now you've just learned the technique superficially. You have to actually do the real work. The real groundwork is identifying the underlying kama, underlying raga dvesha. And that is complete. And you focus on the gap, dropping the raga dvesha with the focus on the Ajna Chakra. Kama and krodha will drop, will leave you. And that takes you to moksha. Oh, Arjun. That is the 5-27. Sparshan kritva bahirbahyam. Chakshuschaivantare dhruvo. Prana apano samau kritva. Nasabhyantaracharino. Sparshan kritva bahir bahyam means shutting out external contacts. Chakshus is eyes. Chai avantari in the middle of the eyes or in the middle of the groove. What is groove? Eyebrows. Yeah, so it says focus on in the middle of the eyes, in the middle of the eyebrows. A lot of people have misunderstood this and I don't know, chutney banate aise like that. Squint. Do not do that. I hope you didn't do that. Yeah, it's not looking or focusing the eye there. It is focusing the attention on the Agnya Chakra. What is that? The sutra is such that focus in between the eyes and between the eyebrows. People are squinting. I wanted to just clarify the technique. Many people have misunderstood this technique in the Bhagwad Gita. Prana, apana. What is prana and what is apana? Inhalation, exhalation. Samau kritva, samau, the gap. Nasa bhyantaracharino. And watch the breath move inside and out the nostrils or within the nostrils. That happens automatically when you are focusing on the gap. Remember? You told me, right, Lakshmi? When I'm focusing on the gap, obviously I'm focusing on the in-breath and out-breath. It automatically happens like that. So you've been doing these 3 steps. Step number 1, gap. Gap is the most important part here. Yeah, the prana and the apana, that gap, the sum, where they equalize. Focusing on that is the most important. Second is the Agnya Chakra. Do not squint your eyes. Just focus on the Agnya Chakra. And third is drop this Raga, Dvesha, Krodha, whatever fears or Vinivesha, whatever. Everything needs to be dropped. You have to become Nishkam. Absolutely. But the mind is very cunning, no? It gets used to the technique also. You start getting used to the Kriya. So now even when you're doing the Kriya, you're still thinking, he's so bad at he did this and he did this. You're breathing, but you're still thinking bad about the other person. Mind is very smart. So that is why they've added this here. I tell you, Krishna is amazing. He's added, no, you have to drop Raga Dvesha. You must drop Raga Dvesha. If you're not able to drop it, go back to the analysis. You've not done enough self-concentration. You've not identified the underlying current of Krodha, the underlying current of Kama. It's giving you both knowledge and technique. Times. So many times available on YouTube. Download the very like Tibetan bowls actually.
Tibetan bowls?
Yeah. So there are bowls. You've seen the Tibetan bowls? It's really nice. You don't have to hit the dog. You have to just go around the circle with the dog. And you will hear the beautiful music. It was that. Just Tibetan bowls and chimes, which we do in our knowledge session. There's so many available in YouTube. Pick up anything you like. And the music is not important really. The process is important, guys. Yeah? Last sutra. Yatindriya mano buddhis. Munir moksha parayana. Vigate ichha bhaya krodho. Yah sada mukta eva sa. Yatindriya mano buddhi. With the senses, indriya senses, mano is mind, buddhi is intellect. With the senses, mind and intellect control. Munir is the muni or the yogi. Moksha parayana. Parayana, we spoke about parayana somewhere. Because his moksha is his supreme goal. Vigate is devoid of ichha. What is ichha? Desire. What is bhaya? Fear. Krodho. Anger. He's free of desire, fear and anger. Yah sada mukta eva sa. He is sada mukta. What is sada mukta? Always free. Free. When he is thus liberated. This poetic license. Got it? Somebody who has controlled his mind, his senses, his intellect, is established within with the supreme goal that my liberation is the supreme goal. Everything else is at the periphery. He becomes devoid of ichha, bhaya and krodha and attains moksha, liberation. So that's how Krishna showed the path to Arjuna. So that's how you attain liberation. First you work on your kama, krodha and bhaya. These are bhaya there. Kama, krodha and bhaya. Yes, that's how Arjuna, you will attain moksha. Okay. Focus on that gap all the time. So add this to your kriya only. Every week you're doing kriya. All you have to do is just observe the gap. Observe the gap. Observe the gap.
Means every day.
Every day, in fact. Walking, talking, just observe. You're breathing. All the time there is the gap. Yeah, but you remind them every week. Gap. Then don't forget the gap. Yes. That completes chapter 5.